This is NFL insider Jordan Schultz, and this is what I'm hearing across the league. We told you that Baltimore was about to make a run, not only in the win column, but in the trade discussion. And now, all of a sudden, at 3-5, they're basically one game back from Pittsburgh in the very competitive AFC North, and they're going to be a big buyer on defense at the deadline. That defense has been really hurt by injuries, most notably to Matabuke on the defensive line. I would look at defensive line and maybe linebacker, but there is a move or two to be made defensively for John Harbaugh. Given how the trade deadline has been pushed back, the games this weekend will significantly impact what teams do at the deadline. The trade deadline is a week later than it used to be. It used to be basically on Halloween. Now you give teams more incentive to figure out who they are and maybe importantly, who they're not. As a result, I think you're going to see some action. We've had 7 deals. I think the over-under is right around 13, 14. Some frisky teams to watch. Tennessee on the selling side. The Jets perhaps maybe selling, although nothing crazy. I don't see a Quinnen Williams or Breece Hall move. The Arizona Cardinals, I think, could be selling if they lose to Dallas. Indianapolis could be a buyer, or I expect them to be a buyer in the secondary, especially at corner. Kansas City already made an upgrade to their defensive line with Mike Pennell. Maybe they make one more. Buffalo in the secondary. Philadelphia is in on everyone. They already traded for Michael Carter II, a very good nickel corner. I expect Philadelphia to make a move at pass rush. They need another edge rusher. Expect the Rams in Seattle, that NFC North, to be very aggressive. Both teams 5-2 and both teams playing as well as anyone in the NFC. Dallas needs defensive help in a big way. Matt Eberflus has not been able to get that defense playing connected. I would look at secondary and I would look at pass rush. And then finally, New England. They got 10 picks now. They got a ton of cap. They obviously cleared a little bit with the Duggar trade. They traded Keon White. I just think at 6-2, as well as Drake May has played, you've obviously cleared some cap. You've already made a couple moves. I would look at pass catchers potentially, one more for Drake May, and maybe even a running back. Although I would love to see Travion Henderson get more opportunities. He's uber talented, second-round pick out of Ohio State, the rookie. I love his upside, so I'm not convinced, but that would be a position potentially to watch considering Ramondre Stevenson has struggled with fumbles. One team that's been suspiciously quiet, the Green Bay Packers. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 potential moves. Brandon McManus, the kicker, has really struggled. They could potentially replace him. They have another one on the roster, and then maybe defensive line, bolster that interior defensive line. I just don't expect anything crazy for Green Bay. They made a move that you may have seen in the preseason with Micah Parsons, so they're pretty much set, but look at kicker maybe and defensive line for Green Bay.